So today I want to show you guys a really cool bass sound design technique. I'm going to coin it the Wool'S ARP technique, at least for this first half of the video. It's going to showcase how to use arpeggiator with your basses to get like really cool results, and Ableton has a really cracked arpeggiator. I know Logic does as well. I'm not sure about FL, so you guys let me know if you're FL gang, if this applies to you. I'm sorry, I'm not too informed on that. Let's jump in the project file real quick. I'm just going to show you this really basic basses that I have here. So I'm using Simpler, and I have a lot of racks loaded up. Not racks, but lanes. 2 sustains, 2 strings, and a grand piano. And I'll solo them all for you. Those are our 3 lanes. Now, if you just have them play by themselves, and if I play them in a chord, kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. But the cool thing about ARP, and you can do this with your Whey basses, I've been using it on all different types of basses, is you can actually just turn on an ARP here, and you can either have it in sync, which I'll show you, or in free, which I like for the build-up. I think this is kind of like a very popular build-up method that producers are using to mesh all their synths. And it sounds like this when you turn on, and when you adjust the rate faster. There's a little bit of washout in the last 2 bars there, but when I was playing with this, that last little bit reminded me of a very similar track, which is Wool'S and Calcium's track. I can't think of the name. I should. I'll pop up a little clip of it real quick. And it made me think, that's probably how he made the layer to his ARP. Obviously, I'm not trying to be Wool'S, I'm not trying to copy him verbatim, but I quickly just put in some drums, an extra sustain, and a sub, so very minimal. And it kind of sounds like this when you put it all together. But it sounds like that ARP, and you can get really cool ways of doing that. I just made it a little extra tonal using the preset Berlin here, and put it to D, which is what I'm going for here, and then fresh air to add high end back into it. That's really all this rack really is. But you can get crazier with this, and this is something I wanted to do with you guys kind of like live. Before we jump into the next method, if you're watching, you probably are enjoying my tutorials, which means you should leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new here. It helps me in the algorithm. It helps me know what videos you like to see as far as sound design goes. And if you didn't know, I have a Patreon where I drop exclusive sample packs every single month. I drop new edits every single month, project files, and I also drop racks. I have my fake out rack, my sub rack, my sustain rack. I have my mastering rack, soon to be my bass enhancer rack, which is coming very soon. So if you want to get all these tools and 30% off my upcoming pack, which hasn't been announced yet, will be available for all Patreon members. Make sure you subscribe there. It helps me financially. That is the best way to help me to create more stuff for you guys. I appreciate it. We'll get back to the video. So what we can do is we can just put our note in here. We'll put a D1 for now. We're going to bring in a Simpler. We're going to bring in a ARP arpeggiator. Now keep in mind, you have to have it in a MIDI lane for this to work. We're going to put it in D minor, and then we just grab like a bass loop. You can also do this with solos as well. So without anything, so it plays through it, right? But what you can do is you can turn on your arpeggiator, and once again, you can even do like notes if you want to. We can just build a very basic chord here, 3rd and 5th. There it is. Even free. You can get different notes. But the cool thing about this as well You can just take one note, and you can have this here. So say you're on your quarter note. And you wanted to just play with your rhythm here as well. You can kind of do this for why. And you can control the tail. So you can kind of just have like better control overall than you would with, say, like audio. Even if you want to do like quarter notes here and have more bleed through, so you can have, maybe we want this one tighter. And then you can even use it as like, you know, a stutter mechanic. And then say if we just bring our drums over here, boom, bada bing, we'll bring a sub over here. Now, obviously, this needs a little more post-processing. So what could we do? Well, we can have a lot of fun with this as well. Ton of OTTs, which we're going to turn down to like 20 on all these. We have a little bit of hybrid reverb, which we can also automate. Maybe on the bump, 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 and then maybe on this one. So typically your upbeats, so it's going to be like... We can actually make it a little bit thicker. Let's go to... And we can make it more stereo if we wanted to, but for the sake of this, we don't have to. So we can have a... And you can see I'm just creating a lot of cool sounds with this. Maybe we just add the chord on the 2 and the 4. And once again, we're going to play with the harp. Instead of the... goes up. And once again, you could even do something crazier and make this like a 16th. That's probably not going to sound good as far as flow goes, but, you know, do it for fun. And right there, I've already got like some really cool sounds. And then we can add no sub shifter rack, which we just have fun pitch bending stuff because I like pitch bending. Bump, bump, bump. And you just start getting different variety in here. And all of a sudden you've created a really cool flow with just using ARP really in one. I mean, we're really only using the one hit of this shot. So use ARP more. It's a really good tool. You guys are going to get a lot of value out of it. I think it's a really fun thing that you can play with and get different results in. So let me know if you have any other cool tips or tricks, FL people. Let me know as well if you are able to do this with your arpeggiator, because I'm sure some FL producers want to know. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.